We were flying a mission over Afghanistan. Near the end, we were contacted by the controlling agency and let us know that there were friendly troops in contact with enemy troops. There were about 24 Army troops and 5 civilians being attacked. When I showed up at the scene, they weren't unable to tell me where the enemies were, so I performed 2 low passes over them at 500 feet and 500 knots in the direction of the enemy. When I was over their suspected enemy location, they let me know. Using that information, I relayed that information over to Major Ryan Lucero, goes by Cheech. He was flying with me that day, and we set up for an attack.
I got a radio call from my wingman, Major Bragg. He goes by Toxic. He had just done several low passes over the enemy, and it didn't get them to break contact with our Army ground personnel. So at that point, we determined we were going to do an air-to-ground attack to get them to stop engaging the Army forces. I rolled in and did the attack with a 20mm gun with about a 2-second pull of the trigger, released 200 rounds of high-explosive incendiary bullets, and that was enough to get the enemy to stop engaging our ground personnel.
As Cheech was executing the attack, I climbed up to an altitude of 15,000 feet to watch his back and look out for any further enemy activity.
We found ourselves in a total gray area because we didn't have a ground controller to authorize our attack, but we both felt and quickly acted on the idea that if we didn't engage the enemy, that our ground troops may not survive the situation because they were running out of ammunition. So we executed the attack, even though the risk was very high of making the wrong decision. And fortunately for us and the ground troops, they were able to withdraw all 24 of them with the 5 civilians they were protecting.
I don't consider myself a hero. The real heroes were the guys on the ground actually risking their lives. Our decision just risked our careers, but they were the guys that saved those civilians that day.
I don't consider myself a hero because any one of us is trained to the exact same level, and any one of us could have made the same decision. But what we all would have cared about and what we would have all acted upon is any means necessary and any risk necessary to save people on the ground.